Alright, cool. So welcome. In this video, we'll be going over how your thoughts are not your thoughts, why you feel like shit even though you're making money, or you're not making money because you feel like shit, and defeating energy structures that induce limiting beliefs. Okay, so number one, what does your thoughts are not your thoughts even mean? How could that possibly make any sense? You need to become aware, and practicing awareness is huge. And you can practice awareness by meditating, journaling, just being aware, practicing breath work and things like that. Just practicing awareness, how to be present in your current moment. You need to know how to be aware before you can become aware that your thoughts aren't even your thoughts. Okay, and some of your thoughts are yours, and if you've already seen some of my content, you understand that your conscious mind constitutes for 5% of your actions and behaviors, and your subconscious mind constitutes for 95% of your actions and behaviors. And your subconscious mind is reprogrammed or programmed and indoctrinated by people's beliefs around you and other structures, which we'll get into like that. So why are your thoughts not your thoughts? Okay, so I'll get into what this structure is in a little bit, but when you get limiting beliefs, when you get doubts like this business model won't work, or this business model won't take me past 10K a month, or maybe you're stuck at 10 to 15K per month with your online business and you're trying to take it to 30, 40K a month, and you get this thought in your head randomly and it keeps you up at night and you're thinking, this can't take me to 30K a month, it's just not possible. Maybe I should get into something more sustainable afterwards, because I've already made 10K a month a couple months, so I stacked up about 40K, but this won't take me to 40K a month. Okay, so you're now believing that you can't take what business model you're in now past your current revenue ceiling, right? And when you can believe something like that and you have a firm knowingness and you let that belief infiltrate your mind, where you truly now know, hey, this won't take me to 30, 40K a month, you won't get to 40K a month, you won't get to 30, 40K a month, right? Because your knowingness will then correlate to your current reality that you live in, right? So your thoughts not being your thoughts are these limiting beliefs and these pendulums that come in and try to steal your energy, which again, I'll get into right here. But best way is to play day to day as a game, right? So for example, if you're sitting at your desk and you're doing some regular, emails or whatever, you're doing regular work, and a thought pops into your head, right? Or a belief, and it causes you to believe that whatever business model you're in now will not scale you, will not take you past wherever you're stuck. Maybe you're stuck at 15K a month. You believe that now, why am I doing this shit? Like, this isn't gonna take me to 30K a month. I'm gonna be stuck at 15K per month until this business model dies out, or whatever belief that comes through. So what I mean by playing day to day as a game is to look at yourself from a third's eye point of view, right? Like a bird's eye view, and realizing and becoming aware that, hey, that thought wasn't my thought. I didn't create that thought. I didn't induce that thought. That belief wasn't in my belief system. That came from somewhere. That wasn't my thought. Okay, so understanding that and knowing how to defeat it is what I mean when I say your thoughts aren't your thoughts. Okay, understanding that, hey, I didn't create the belief that I don't know how to scale to 30K a month, or this won't scale to 30K a month. That's a belief trying to steal my energy and get me to get onto a different path or a negative lifeline that will take me to a more negative result than the one that I'm currently on, right? Or the one that you're currently on. So jumping into why you feel like shit even though you're making money, and why you're not making money because you feel like shit, all ties into the main point of this video, which is pendulums. Okay, and I'm gonna write that here. Pendulums. Cool. This is the entire topic of today's video. Okay, and I know all you guys are like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about that energy thing, pendulum? What are you talking about? What's a pendulum? So the reason you feel like shit is because you're letting limiting beliefs, you're letting these negative doubts infiltrate your mind and actually take a toll on your subconscious mind, to where your subconscious mind is now actually believing these beliefs that are coming from pendulums. Okay, so these pendulums are just dark energy structures. It's the only way you can really think about it. Not all of them are necessarily negative, but you can think about pendulums as just something trying to take your energy. Anything that wants to take your energy is a pendulum. Okay, they're there for a negative reason, which is to take your energy. Like at a concert, right? When you see the person performing on the stage and everyone is just giving that person a ton of energy, that person is a pendulum. And it's not necessarily negative, but you don't understand how much energy you're giving that person. Same way with the army, right? It's a pendulum. It's a pendulum structure. Same way with school. It's a pendulum structure. You're giving all of your energy into this thing, and it's just draining you of your life force energy. So pendulums also come in the shape or form of limiting beliefs and just random thoughts that pop into your head. So when you can be aware that these limiting beliefs and these thoughts of negativity that aren't your thoughts, they're not from your belief system, they're from somewhere else. When you can become aware that that is just a pendulum trying to claw in for your energy, then you will understand how to play day to day as a game. Okay, and if your mind isn't fortified, or you're not aware, you don't have enough awareness, and you're kind of just like moving day to day as a zombie, which a lot of you guys are, let's be real, and so was I. Right? So when you're just kind of moving day to day as a zombie, you'll get these pendulums coming in for your energy, these negative beliefs where it's like, hey, that business model won't work. That business model isn't going to take you to 10 to 15K a month. You're not going to be able to scale past 10 to 15K per month. You'll be stuck there and you won't get to 30K a month. It's just going to come into your mind, and if you're not aware, and you don't have enough awareness, and you're a zombie, you're a bot, then you will let this infiltrate your mind, which has you feeling like shit. Okay, this is the reason you feel horrible, because you're letting these beliefs hurt you. This is why you stay up at night, you can't sleep, because you're thinking, how am I going to scale this business, when you really need to disconnect from the whole money factor and really practice awareness, becoming aware, so that when these beliefs do come through, you know how to defeat them. Okay, which is getting into this right here, defeating structures. So what do these have to do with anything if I don't teach you how to beat them? Okay, so I just kind of shit on you, telling you, hey, your thoughts aren't yours. Hey, you know, you feel like shit and you're still making money. Pointless if I don't teach you how to defeat them. So there's 4 ways to defeat these pendulums, and hopefully by now you have an understanding of what a pendulum is, right? It's a dark energy structure that is, you know, trying to steal your energy, and if they get their claws into your energy, it swings harder, it sways harder. So I want you to think about a pendulum. I'll go grab it. I'll go grab my real pendulum right now. Okay, so I want you to think about a pendulum, or just look at this pendulum. The more it can get its claws into you, and the more it can get you to react instead of responding to whatever belief that infiltrated your mind was. Let's say for this video's example, we're gonna say, this business model will not take you to 30K a month. Let's just say that's the example, okay? And that's a pendulum. So when the pendulum comes through, if it can infiltrate your mind, the energy will get stronger. The negative energy structure, the pendulum, will get stronger, sway even harder, to where you have now been so infiltrated, you're going around telling people, hey, this business model actually won't take me to 30K a month. Now you're spreading this energy, right? So I'm gonna teach you how, when these pendulums do come through, and they do come through every single day, if you're not aware, right? If you guys have any limiting beliefs, they are pendulums, okay? They're dark energy structures trying to get their claws into you to steal your energy, your thought energy. So I'm gonna teach you how to defeat them so that it can stop completely, basically acting like this pendulum has hit a complete brick wall. Okay, so, and there's 4 steps to this, or there's 4 methods that I use. Okay, so number one is accepting and allowing, right? Allow for this pendulum to exist. Accept it. I should write that down, huh? Let's just write acceptance. Okay? Allowing and accepting this pendulum to exist in your mind is one way that you can stop its sway. When you can become aware that these pendulums are here, then you can allow for them to be in your mind. Give them free roam. Say, hey, I know you're here. This belief came in saying you're not going to take this business model to 30K a month, but allow it to be there, accept its existence, and move on. Don't react, respond. Okay, don't react, respond. And that's the next one right here. Okay, respond. Okay, so imagine this. Imagine a spider in the basement of your house, right? The basement. You're never there, it's in the corner of the basement. The big ass spider, but it's in the corner of your basement, right? If you were to react to it and give that spider your energy, you would freak out, grab a broom, and try to kill it or something, right? You'd react negatively towards it. Versus if you were to respond to it, all you have to do is allow for its existence. Look at the spider. Hey, you're not doing any harm. It's just building its own little crib in the corner. Go up to the top floor and watch the sunset. That is reaction versus responding. Okay, so if you can do this to every pendulum and every limiting belief that comes up, say, hey, instead of reacting to 30K, or not making 30K a month, or this belief saying I can't make 30K a month, and giving it your energy where you're staying up at night thinking this, respond to it, understand, allow that it's there, accept it to be there, and then move on. Okay, and then finally, the actual, in my opinion, the best way to get rid of it. I know I said 4, but we're gonna go through 3, so this isn't too long. This is the best way to get rid of them, in my opinion, and it works the best, and it's the most, I don't know if it's controversial, but not a lot of people do this because you might look like a crackhead, but being surprising. Okay, being surprising, meaning when this pendulum comes up, you laugh at it. Okay, so there's a story of this guy on a bus, right? And it's like this vulnerable little dude sitting on a bus, and these 4 guys pull up and try to fight him. Right? They're just trying to start a fight with this guy, and he has nothing to do with it. He doesn't want to fight. He just wants to chill. He has no problem whatsoever. Okay? I want you to think of these people, these douchebags, as pendulums, trying to steal this man's energy for no good reason, just to give them a high, a rush of energy. Okay? Trying to steal this man's energy by picking a fight. Okay? So what this guy does is he becomes surprising to stop the pendulum. The guy stands up. The other guys try to square up to this guy. And what he does is he freaks out. He acts like a crackhead and bites the guy's ear. Like just straight chomps the guy's ear. Right? So I know I'm not telling you guys to go be a crackhead or whatever and act crazy, but the moral of the story is he was so surprising, the dudes freaked out and were like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? And then left the guy alone. The guy got off harmless, and he maintained his energy, most of it. And the other guys were just like freaking out because this guy was a weirdo. They thought he was a crackhead. Point being, laugh at it, right? So when a pendulum comes into your mind and it's like, hey, you're not gonna make 30K a month, this business model won't take you to 30K a month, laugh at it, like dead ass, laugh at it to its face, in your mind. Like, hi, I know you're there, like get out of my head, like it's not happening, doesn't work. So what that does is, immediately, the pendulum's trying to come in, it's trying to gain energy from you, and laughing at it throws the pendulum off. It's like, what the fuck? Like, that's not how I expected this person to respond. That's not even close to how I expected this person to respond. I wanted his energy and he gave me none of it. He laughed at me. I'm out. I'm gonna go find someone else to steal. So those are the 3 best ways to eliminate those pendulums. If you don't eliminate these pendulums, if you don't eliminate and you become aware or become capable of being aware when these pendulums come through and try to infiltrate your mind and take your energy, you will not be able to scale as far as you want. And I can guarantee you that, because I was stuck with this for a very, very long time until I understood the concept of how to actually defeat them, and mainly becoming aware that they exist. Okay, so if you feel like shit and you're making money, or if you're not making money because you feel like shit, or you have a shit ton of limiting beliefs and that's stopping you and you're letting it infiltrate your mind and you don't know how to beat these pendulum structures, I have a completely free academy, no charge whatsoever. I don't need you on my email page or any newsletter whatsoever. Hop in the free academy. I have the link below. It has a bunch of modules kind of explaining, one of them explaining this in a lot more depth, and then the rest of the modules are explaining everything else that I teach. And then also I'll leave my Instagram below, or it's in my YouTube bio as well. And then if you want to speak to me one-on-one, if you guys want help and you're an entrepreneur, you're an online business owner, and you're stuck at 5, 10, 15K per month and you can't figure out how to scale out of it, and you're sick and tired of buying all these funnel courses, these KPI driven programs, all these guru courses, book in the link with me below and I'll talk to you. One of my team members will talk to you and see what we can do to help you, if there's anything we can do to help you. With that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped, and I'll see you guys in the next one.